I've got the spot right on the end of my nose. Oh well. I'll see if anyone comes in, otherwise I'm just going to chat because I wanted to get this out of the way because I don't think I'm going to have time tonight. Hi, National Memorial Gardens. I'm better. I have a spot on the end of my nose. Oh. But yeah, I'm just naturally getting over the sort of, I don't know, cold I had. I don't take anything for it. I just chill. So when I say I was coming on and then I wasn't, it's because I was chilling. But I just thought I'd come on and see how everybody is. Hi, Dave. Yeah, I was relaxing. I thought, you know, yeah, you got me live. So I was just going to show a few things that I'm making. I've just sent off a piece of jewellery to America, and that was fine. And that was a revisited revolution, I think. So just know, I said I was sending it yesterday, but I managed to send it off today because yesterday when I went to the post office and stood in the queue, I was like, this is massive. Thinking I'd go a bit earlier today, and it was still massive, but I just waited. So that's been sent. It's a tiny spot. Yeah. It will go. So, but the thing is, I just want to say, I am making jewellery up and stuff with gemstones on because I want it to have a frequency and a vibration, and I will be doing some man stuff as well. But I think JP asked about a bracelet with purple. I don't actually do so much of commissions. I just do what I like, and I make jewellery with the stuff that I've got in. So I don't think I've got any purple in at the minute, but the stuff I have got in, I just tend to use the stuff that I've got in, and that's the stuff that I'm using at the minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a load of stuff up and then put it up. I'm not going to be like, yeah, I've got these, and people are like, yeah, can I have them? And then I haven't got any stock. I need to make it up and then I can put it up. I need to get, you know, like I keep saying, my act together with that. I brought myself a nice file so I can and what I'm doing, so I'm a bit more organised. Hi everybody. Hi National Gardens, King, Effie, hi, and Dave. Anyone else who might be lurking or listening. Yeah, I'm going to be doing wristbands. I'm going to be doing the friendship bands. I'm going to be doing, like, it does take time. I've just made myself some dainty little bracelets with gemstones on, and these are the sort of things I'm going to be doing. This is one of the designs. Hi Sandy. This is one of the designs I'm going to be doing, but I don't need people saying, oh, can I buy them yet, because I'm not going to do it like that. I'm just going to make a load up because they're all going to be in different colours, but they will all have gemstones on, and you get like 40. But I'm going to be making a lot of them up, and then I can sell them, because if I keep trying to go see what people think of these, I'm just going to have stock. I need stock. I need a website and stuff. So hence that they've not been cut down, so there's pieces sticking out. I'm sort of going to show you what they look like. They look like this. That's a gemstone there. But you get loads. You don't just get one. Will it focus? I don't know. How do you focus anything? But I will be doing some mans as well when I get a few more bits and bobs. I'm just using what I've got at the minute. It is a rose, but it's rose quartz, and these are like dainty. But you will get a set in colours. I'll just show you a bit of a mix and match with rose gold. They have got jade on them. Some of them have got little tiny balls of jade gemstones, so they will have gemstones on. Yeah, they're really pretty and they're really dainty, but because you'll get 14 in a set of 2 different colours, because these are 2 different colours. One's more silver and one's more like sort of rosy golden pink, and you get a gemstone on either set. You'll get a gemstone and little gemstone balls. So that one's got a rose on it and that one's got a nugget. So obviously it looks a bit, because they've not been cut off, but when they all, you know, they probably look a little bit bad there because they're not finished. But I just sort of wanted to show you sort of what designs I'll be coming up with. So like I said, you'll get 2 sets in different colours together, and you get 14 altogether. So they're like stackers. The more you get, you can have loads on, because I do like the boho look, and that's what my theme's going to be around my designs that I'm going to be bringing out. You like my bags and stuff like that. I'm just trying to get a thing together. I don't just want to chuck it out there with randomness of randomness. This is why it takes me ages, because I'm trying to think about what I'm doing. But the whole thing with frequency is I want my jewellery to have bits of gemstones on and bits of meaning different things for you. So if anyone did buy them, the gemstone, you know, you're harnessing that energy of that frequency of, and you're carrying it around with you because you're wearing it. So there will be lots of things I'm coming up with ideas, but they won't be out yet until I've done a batch and a batch and a batch. So if people are wanting stuff, you may have to wait a minute. Also, I'm going to have to find out where I've put these. Where are they? Also, I'll be making these earrings because someone did ask, and these are mine for New York, but I am going to be making these as well when I've made a batch up. So they're copper, they're all handmade, the shape's handmade, they're like little hearts, but they've got beads round, glass beads, and this is a jade, I think it's a Malaysian jade gemstone. Like I said, they're a bit boho-y. See how pretty they are? So I made them for myself, but I'm going to be doing this design anyway to sell, but they won't be ready yet until I've made a batch. I'm not just going to be like making them and selling them to someone. I'm going to make a batch up first. So if you've got your eyes on them, I'll let you know when I've done them. So they're my earrings. So look out for what I'll be wearing because that's what will be coming in. Also, I've just received this coat off eBay. I will come and talk to you in a minute. Because I'm going to New York, this coat isn't a thick coat, but it's very me at the minute, and it matches this new cup that I bought because the cheap shop near me does all sorts of different things. I've already got one of these in blue, and I didn't really like the blue, and this can come off because I know it's plastic. But this is bamboo. These are the bamboo cups, and I just love this one because it's very earthly and green. This bit comes off, and it's got leaves all over it. So I was like, it's very green, you know. So I'm loving that. And then I got this coat, and I'm going to show it you. Now I got this coat off eBay, and I thought it's not going to be a bit thick coat. It wasn't an expensive coat, but I just loved it. And I get very hot in winter anyway, even when it's cold. If I wear too many things, I'm not a very. I love winter. I love autumn and winter, but I'm not a very jumpery person. I have to have like thin knits and layer up. So this coat, I can layer underneath it. I just don't like sometimes having big, thick coats because I get too hot sometimes when I'm walking about. So I'll show you this coat. This coat is, I chose it in navy because it's got all these lovely leaves and pink, like, I don't know if it's like hibiscus flowers or whatever. And I wanted it in navy blue because I prefer navy blue than black on myself. And there was lighter colours, but I thought in winter you want a bit of a dark coat in case, you know, you sat on a bench somewhere and it gets dirty. But what I like about it, it's only thin, and I got it in a bigger size, but it's lined or like furry all the way through the coat inside. Feels like a teddy bear. Oh my God. So, because I thought it was quite like nature-ified, and it was in a navy blue, I'm like, I really like it. I just thought it was different. So not everybody's taste, but I was like, it's like, ooh. So I got it in a bigger, so I can put a jumper underneath it. But I thought it was really cute, and it's got fur in it, and I like it. I thought it was really cute, and you can get it in different colours, so you can get it in a lighter colour, but I wanted a dark colour for winter. Not everybody's taste, but this feels like a teddy bear, and I just thought it was really cute. Yeah, that came today. I've been waiting for it. Yeah, still getting on. I've been working out. I've been on the old the old kettlebells, even when I was a bit full of a cold more, and I've been on the old hoops, hooping, trying to hoop in the morning. I've not hooped this morning because I went to bed later, but I'm trying to get hooping in the morning, and the kettlebells is every other day, and then maybe in between that some sort of, well, hooping actually. I still need to practice my hooping. Can't do much of the tricks yet, but you know. Yeah, thank you, Dave. It's just a really cute coat, and I wanted it a bit, you know, I just thought it's all fluffy inside. Your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try to connect. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, it's a thin jacket, but for over winter it'll be because I can put a jumper underneath it, but it's a thin jacket. Also, people like you from Australia asked for 3 bags, and I thought I'd finished them, but I just realised that this bag, then I'll be able to email you about how much and post. So it's got a bit taken out of it, but there was this one. It was a bit of a boho festival bag with a mandala on the back saying "Just Be," just be. So they were all hand painted and hand stitched. The next one was, because I had 2 of these, someone else still had one that I haven't sent off yet because they haven't, not sorted that out. But a mermaid, which I thought was very fitting for somebody in Australia. Is it circling from Australia? Was the lovely little yeah, it's saying now, the lovely little, what is it? What is this? Australia. What's this? Koala bear, where we got hand designed. So as soon as I finish that, I can send that off to the lovely Miss Q. And then the other lady, Miss Chime, I think it was the bag for your, I can't remember if it was daughter or granddaughter koala, yeah. I'm just trying to figure something out because the bags that I got are not big enough. And these bags are quite big for a toddler, but what I might be able to do is repattern on smaller bags. I don't think it's going to look as nice, so I'm going to try and work that out. And if it works, then I'll do it. If it doesn't, I'll let you know. Either way, yeah, Miss Q will be happy. So yeah, I'm eventually just getting them sent out now. I've just sent the, I think it was a bit of jewelry to America. That's just gone. So yeah, weird animal Cuba. Yeah, it's a koala bear. She's from Australia. So, and then I'll be doing stuff that I'm making up. The other day, yesterday, I think it was, 2 cards jumped out the deck, and you'll never guess what they were. Seeing as we're talking about male and masculine energies and the divine coming up to meet the masculine, not to overtake, not for that to drop, for him to level up in balance. The sun and the moon, people, the sun and the moon. And I see this one as well as the little island with a person on it. Is be your own island, know yourself, be your own island, with your own way, your own path. I see that as divine and masculine energy, feminine moon, masculine sun. I still have had people getting in contact talking about what they perceive things to be, or their perception, and all I'd like to say is then people, because I know you watch, that's your perception, and seeing things that they think beyond the veil is bad and what's coming is bad. I don't see that. I see that as if you're in a negative area or a negative mindset, that is what you're going to see, because negative energy or entities, or whatever you call it, will harness on to you. And this person will always say, oh, you're saying I'm bad. No, I'm not saying you're bad. You're around negative entities and you're being in a negative space, therefore negative attracts, it will be attracted to you. Entities, whatever you want to call it, archons, whatever you want to call it, will be attracted to that energy because they feed off it. I don't believe beyond the veil is evil. I believe beyond the veil is things that might look a bit scary sometimes, and this, that, and the other, because it's something we've never been taught about properly. We're separated from it. Technology was in with spirituality, they were separated. So all the technology we've got, it's not new things coming in, it's been there for a long time. Yeah, I've been using meditation as well. It's great. Yeah, it's amazing. That's how you get onto the other realms as well. But I just think if you're in an area where there's a lot of negative energy or people, you're going to pick that up, and it's going to bring you down. So you're going to look at something probably as a bad thing. I don't believe that, because my frequency doesn't hold that sort of. I'm just not into that. Hi, Tapper. Good cop, bad cop, being nice, so you'll get what? Yeah, well, it's all that sort of. I'm just not into that. Hi, Tapper. Good cop, bad cop, being nice, so you'll get what? Yeah, well, it's not even about that. It's just like you could be around people if it was just you who are negative, and if there's more of that energy, it could affect, it could try to come in, you know, to, I don't know what the right word is, attack or attach itself to you. But we must know we hold the power anyway. Saying to this person last night, because I know they're probably watching it, it's not getting at them. It's like when you're in a dream and they say Freddy Krueger's chasing you, because that's what was in, that's maybe one of the things you were scared of as a child. You're running away. This time you've got to stand up to it. It is your shadow self as well. And when you stand up to it, it disappears. This is in a new thing on Netflix as well called Beyond, which is a bit like that. The things that you fear. It's all about fear. If you fear, that's how it gets in. Yeah, it's just raining and raining and raining. But I guess some things are being cleansed as well, washing away. Yeah, rain, rain, and more rain. Also, I've got to put quite an important message out here because I feel I need to say this. And this isn't me being nasty to anyone, because obviously I know this person watches because they said something the other day. I have to put this out because this person, so like I said before, it's not saying this person is nasty or anything like that. But someone came to my house yesterday that I went on a date with quite a few months ago, whenever it was. I don't even know when it was. I just want to say, I told you that I don't vibe on your frequency, yet you came and knocked at my door when I've not been talking to you. I did block you off my phone just because I said I wasn't being nasty. I just said, we're not vibing. I'm not vibing with your vibe. It doesn't mean you're a nasty person. It just means I can't see myself with you. I'm not vibing. So I don't want you to come unannounced at my door again because it made me feel uncomfortable, not vibing. So I don't want you to come unannounced at my door again because it made me feel uncomfortable. That you did that. I haven't been contacting you, therefore I don't think that was a wise decision to. And if you thought I was a bit off yesterday, it's because I was surprised. I'm just not in that vibration that you're in. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. I'm just in that vibration that you're in. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. I just don't vibe, and that's what I told you a while back. But you're still trying to push that thing, and there's nothing there. So I just have to put that out because I believe this person was watching me. They knew I had a cold, and that's not in a nasty place at all. I'm just saying I'm not interested. I'm not vibing on your level. I'm looking for something totally different. So I just wanted to say that because I'm not in contact with you, so I can't tell you that properly. So I'm sorry, I've had to say it on here. That's why I've not mentioned a name or anything. But you know, yeah, nobody on here knows who it is. But I just feel I have to put that out because I do believe this person watches. It's not because you're not a nice person or this, that, and if it's just I'm not vibing, and that is what I said to you the last time I texted. I said I'm not vibing. There's people in relationships now who've been together for a while and they're splitting up or they're getting divorced because the vibrations are just, the next person that does come into my life, whenever that is, has to be on a similar sort of vibration, but there's other things that go with it, and that's not telling someone what to do. It's just a frequency. So no, it's not from the UK. No, it's nobody that anybody talks to in here. So I just had to put that, and I hope that person understands, because obviously I've not shouted your name out, nobody knows you anyway, but I just feel I had to say it because that's why I might have looked like that at the door yesterday, like, really? Not been in contact. So yeah. So I just had to get that out of my system. It just needed to be said because, you know, it's not. Yeah, exactly. Tapper. And that's hi, Fernando. It's one of the things. It does happen when you're not looking, and normally I go looking, but it's not even in me. It is in me thing, but it's like, you know, how does this person not know I'm not talking to somebody else or not? Do you know what I mean? They don't know, so it's a bit a ballsy thing to come and knock on. But it's yeah, it's not going to work the same way as it used to work because that's not the sort of thing that I want. And I think there's still people out there who are, and I fell into a trap of it as well, and who are still in the old way of, oh, I can't even explain it. I can't even explain what I mean. But what would the right word be? The old way of a relationship, of what they think how a woman should be, and what a relationship is. It's not the same as what I used to think anymore. It's totally changed, totally different. So no. No, it's not like it's nobody on here though. But it's just that thing of frequency again. Like I said, someone was speaking to me yesterday and they were going on about the whole thing. Oh, you don't know what's beyond the veil. It's making out as if it's evil. I'm like, well, I don't believe that. So it's not my reality. So don't bring it to me with your negativity of that. It's not saying you're a negative person. It's just saying don't bring it to me. I don't believe that. I found that this person wasn't in a good area, was in an area that seemed to be quite full of negativity. So obviously that's what you're going to see in that area. Not saying there isn't good and bad entities. I've had them in my house. We've all seen the orbs. I don't know if they could come in on daylight, but we've all seen them. But I never got a feeling that they were bad. I'm not residing in the negativity for those negative vibes, entities, whatever you want to call them. They all have different names, archons, whatever you want to say they are. So come in, because they feed off what frequency you're on. Negativity feeds on negativity. Negativity doesn't feed on positivity. Why? They can't feed on positivity. Why would they do that? Miss Chan. Hi, Miss Chan. I was just saying, I don't know if you heard. I'm just finishing the bag off Miss Q. Next end, I've just sent something to America. I'm trying to work out your bag yet, because it was a small bag and it weren't that good. I'm trying to work out if I can, and I can't find any decent ones at the minute. So I'm going to see if I can work something out on the big bag. I can't find any decent ones at the minute, so I'm going to see if I can work something out on the big bag and sort of do something to make it a bit smaller so I can get the pattern on it, because the pattern's not really going to look well on the other bags. They weren't that well made, the other ones. These ones are, but for a little girl they need to be a little bit smaller, because that's quite a big, you know, for a, it needs to be. I might be able to make it in the drawer. Yeah, I'm not stressing. I'm just like, I don't want to, you know, otherwise I won't do it, because if it looks crap, I'm not going to do it. But I'm going to, when I finish Miss Chimes off, which is only Miss Q, it's only a feather that I've got to do on the front and her bag's done. I'm going to look at your bag this week. And I'm sure I'll be able to do something with it. I'm sure I will. I'm just like, and then I said, like, I'm doing these little stack bracelets as well, that the stuff hasn't been, the wires, the thread hasn't been cut off yet, but there will be different ones with different gemstones on. But I'm not doing anything with them until I've made the big stash up. Hi, Kath. So I'm just wondering how everyone's energy is. See, I'm not getting trapped in that other people's energy thing. If people are going to keep coming to me with negative talk, and oh, everything's not what you think because it's what I think and it's negative, I don't want to be around people like that. I'm not saying there isn't negative stuff going on or has gone on in the past, but there's that whole thing to do with history. You know, even the young generation going, oh, this happened in history. Well, we know a lot of stuff happened in history that isn't true, and it's all been changed to suit the suitors. His story, who was, you know, oh, I'll talk about that at the time. But at the end of the day, we can't help what happened in the past. So people going about slaves with lady, it's like, can we do now to go on with a new way in a new world, as I keep saying? The solutions we can come up with now, with us all connecting, no matter what colour skin is, no matter what side of the country you come from. There's an underlying thing that we all know. Everyone's been lied to. Even about lineage and everything, everyone's been lied to. Let's just come. Yeah, she can use it for all the little things in the room. Long Island. You have heard of what crystals? I did break one yesterday and I dropped it on the floor, but someone was like, oh, it might be. I said, yeah, but the inside of it is very nice, because there is a documentary. You know, they got about crystals as beings, information, which they do. And yeah, I can go along with all that, because at the end of the day, it's when you think of Superman, when he threw his Crystal's mum and dad popped up, and it was talking about what happened on his planet and all the information, you know. Yeah, well, they've been here a long, long time. But look at that. Then it makes me think of the shiny hands. But there is a really good, and I'm going to try and find it for you now, Crystal documentary you can watch. And it just made a load of sense to me, because when I was talking about the things in the sky the other day that were all darting about, that was even sort of in it. And I was like, oh. So, Orlani's great stone for protection. Yeah, I've got tourmaline. I can never say it. I've got that. I did a bracelet. I think I broke it. And I think I've got a new one. I've got that. I've got quite a few crystals, and I've got a big quartz generator. It's about that big. But if anyone doesn't know that much on crystals, this is a really good documentary for you. Where is it? See if I can find it from, I think it was the other day. Driving to work. I had a friend who was very negative and was passing on to me, so I told him, on your bike, I don't want any. Yeah, that's the thing. But people always throw it in your face, like twist it and go, oh, are you saying I'm a bad person? No, you just need to clear your energy. Hi, JL, you need to clear your energy and get rid of the baggage that doesn't suit you anymore and stop bringing the cycles round, and maybe talk about more stuff that's positive than talk about the negative, because what's the point? What is the point? Let me see if I can just find this. I was still thinking about dreads the other day. My hair, I had to wash it. It was a bit frizzy, and everyone knows it's naturally curly. The other day, it was in that many knots. I couldn't believe how many knots was in my hair. I thought, this is getting ridiculous. This needs something doing with it. Santos Benici had a new video up on his channel because he's not done a lot lately, but he's great. Love everything. Love how he talks about, some people might not like this, but I love how he talks about the Bible being astrology. It's the way you look at things. It's the way you perceive it. They're talking about icons of different energies and all that. Love all that. Love all that. Don't be offended if you're not into that. It's just people's perceptions. But I'm going to try and find this. Just while you're all chatting in chat, this documentary, if I can find it. Yeah, so it's called well, it was on a channel called Crystal Visions, and it's called Crystal Visions Full Documentary About Crystals and Gemstones. You know, the Egyptians knew about the stars, didn't they?
Gems and crystals have always been valuable companions, fascinating people through their beauty and their energetic properties. The relationship between humans and gemstones certainly dates back a few millennia. The oldest artifacts that prove this are amber, well over 10,000 years old, that have been engraved. So obviously, jewelry was made out of it. It was not just found like that. If we look into the different cultures, from the mineralogical point of view, the formation of quartz crystals is not so unlike to us humans. And it is amazing, when going through the relevant literature, how metaphysical it reads.
Saying about the body and crystals, and it's like, what's the shiny hands when people are talking about, whether people believe it or not, crystalline DNA activation? It's interesting, isn't it? And then I think of the film The Dark Crystal that I've been banging on about for ages. So just saying, so if any, sorry, I'll come into chat in a minute. If anyone, yeah, my hair does change with the seasons and it's gone a bit drier. So when I washed it today, the last rinse of water I did with rose water, it softens it up. So if anyone wants to check this out, it's a long documentary. It's something you just chill out to at night or whatever. It's brilliant. A lot of stuff in there I've been on to anyway, but it was just great. And a guy who he saved all these giant into crystals, because I know a lot of people are, and you haven't seen this documentary. It's called Crystal Visions, the channel. Don't know if you can see. Crystal Visions, and it is entitled Crystal Visions, full documentary about crystals and gemstones. So check it out. You might resonate, you might not. Obviously, I've resonated, and I know a lot of you will as well. A lot of things going out there in 3D, especially in the UK with Brexit and the army and the EU. I'm just like, I'm just watching in the eye of the storm, folks. But yeah, there's lots going on, obviously. I know you already know about shungite. It's me. Yeah, I've got shungite in my bedroom, and it was a big pendant, and I had it on top of my phone yesterday, I think, and it's got the tree of life on it. I did say, I think Tapper might be able to say, I didn't look into it that much, but my shield from being second name being Irish was did I show you a picture? Where's my phone? Like the old Gaelic sort of, you know, all that sort of stuff. I always knew it was a tree. I always knew it was an oak tree, which I see as being wise. Oak tree. My best friend used to be a tree when I was a little girl, when I lived in the countryside. I always had a thing about oak trees. So to know on my shield was an oak tree, on our shield from that family name was yellow and red. Yeah, yellow. They're the roses that JFK should have got. They got assassinated, but they give him red. Sacrifice. Was. Let's see if I can find it. No, I don't actually know where it is. Oh yeah, there it is. I mean, this one's different to the one I looked at. It was yellow. I mean, this one's different to the one I looked at. It was yellow, but it's got an oak tree on it with 7 acorns. You know what I said? 7's following me around. 7 acorns, and the actual it's got a knight on it as well. The actual motto, war cry. I mean, it says on here, the motto was originally a war cry or slogan. Mottos first began to be shown in the arms on the 14th and the 15th centuries. 17th century, the oldest coat of arms generally do not include a motto. Mottos seldom form part of the grant of arms. Under most, I don't know, that says something. A motto is an optional component of the coat of arms and can be added to or changed to at will. Many families have chosen not to display a motto, but guess what? Ours was. Are you ready? Are you ready? Translated is, may the tree flourish in heaven. I was like, oh, that's rather good. I think of the tree of life as well. May the tree flourish in heaven. Apparently, Tapper sent me something. Apparently, my name, and that's not Dolly, by the way, because that's a nickname, in Hebrew apparently means gift from God. So you've got the tree in heaven, and I thought, and the 7 acorns. I thought it was quite funny. So, Tapper, what is that picture of? What is that? What's that? What is it? Why is it like it's there's a cup flying past me, or is that a massive orb on the picture? What is that? What is that? What is that? Tapper, what is it? Why does it look like this? Yeah, it's me. Why does it look like there's a cup flying past me or something? I know it's me, but what is it? What is it? You've had what for a few years? Oh, hang on. I was like, who's that? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's me. And it was, what's her name? She comes in chat. Oh, I can't think. We were having a chat and I got my Q-top on, like, yay! But why does it look like there's a cup flying, just flying in midair there, like a cup? And a thing. What is that? I don't know. That's how I took it. That is weird. People can't see it. It's like, there's me sat there, and I don't know if anyone can see. This white thing here is in front of my top. It just looks like a cup of coffee you get. It just looks like it's, you know, in the little cups flying in midair. That's my other arm down at the side, and there's a cup. And then there's a bit of a light round here. Like, what is that? I know people can't see properly on there, but I'm like, what is that? What is that? The other one didn't have anything of it, is it? Is that just me? And I can't remember her name. Sorry. Something flower that comes in. Ah, very odd. But like I say, I believe the veil is thinning. There's lots of weird things coming in. People fear it. Hi, Sleeping Warrior. Is it me or is the stream ultra low res today? Well, yeah, because it did actually tell me in the corner before that it's not connecting very well. So I think, and Rich 007 had bad connection the other week where the power went out on the island. Trump is a billionaire president, but I should trust him because QAnon said so. No, you don't have to trust him. Do you think people with money are all bad? Do you think he gets paid a lot for being president? Do you think he had to step in to do something? Do you think he wants to be called and everything about his family going through what they're going through? No. And that's another fear factor with a lot of people out there. Oh, people have got a lot of money, therefore they're just like the other side. They're just like those elites. Someone had to get into that side, didn't they, to see what was going on? Doesn't mean if you've got money, you're bad. What do you do with your money? Can you stand up and be a patriot? Can you fight? Can you stand up for something and maybe lose other things because you're standing up for your country? Think about it. Don't normally see you in here, so I can tell what you are. You don't have to think anything. You either feel it or you don't. You don't believe in it. Oh well, you know. But I do, because QAnon will show you the evidence. So, you know, and if you actually know how to read Trump when he's talking about stuff, not what mainstream media is saying, you might actually learn something. What mainstream media is saying something. Yeah, he was a socialite, but how would you bring the system down and show mainstream media for what they are? How would you need to get in that place. Go and watch the new Robin Hood on Netflix and you might get it. You have to be in them circles. He was in them circles. He doesn't drink. He didn't go to the after parties. So go and do your research properly. How would you play the part? Doesn't mean you're doing stuff after. But you have to see these things. And if people do bother going researching and find out years ago when they did documentaries on him, he said, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. We all know what Netflix is. Ha, ha, ha. There's also stuff on there you can actually look into if you know ha, ha, ha. There's also stuff on there you can actually look into if you know how to read the signs. So don't come with me with all your bull crap because I know about it. So you ain't going to affect me with all that. It's not going to put me off. Once you see how they play the games and the symbols, then you know. And if you are into Q, you'd know that. But you're obviously not a QAnon fan. You're just someone who's come here to take the mick because you're not normally in here, or you're somebody that I know. So carry on. You'll just get a taxi. Oh, you're daft as a box of rocks. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for saying that. These people who think, you know, because they think they're highly intelligent, I don't know. That's the biggest compliment you could give me for ages, just talking about rocks and crystals. These people just don't get it. Yeah, I trust Trump because he's a real alpha male and he fit. And thank you, JL. He is an alpha male and he cares about his country. Everybody who's a true patriot wants their country to be, what's it called? Oh, what's the word? It's just gone out of my head. Begins with an S. What's it called? But it doesn't mean you don't go to other countries and people can't come in. It's just, of course, you're going to protect your country. Why wouldn't you? And then people get mixed up out there. You know, oh, people come to different countries and they're trying to do this and terrorists and all this. Well, we've been to other countries and done stuff. And it's not we, the people. That's what other people in other countries have got to do. It's not about going killing people in other countries. It's about, that's what our government was doing, sending armies out and this, that, and the other. They were just doing their jobs. They didn't know. A lot of them don't know what they're doing. Because we've all been lied to. As I keep saying, we've all been lied to. But this, I believe Trump did, they asked to come in, connections, isn't it? Everyone's going to think that whoever came in, it didn't have to be Trump, did it? It could have been anybody. Oh, but sorry, if it was Obama or someone else, it'd be true, would it? Okay, because Obamacare was really doing America good, wasn't it? Yeah, don't think so. See what's going on. A lot of people are going to start seeing what's going on. They're trying to impeach him. Try, because it ain't going to happen. Trump 2020, that's all I'm saying. People are ridiculous. They just don't, they can't see what's going on. Even someone said today that I was watching a lovely woman in America. She was like, people looking what they really mean. It's those societies and things. But there have been two opposing sides, but there had to be something that came in, because if you're into all frequencies, which obviously that person isn't, something had to come into the physical. Who would it be? Oh, they loved Trump before, didn't they? But you have to have an underdog that comes in. You have to have someone who was lurking in them areas. Doesn't mean they were doing those things. They just knew, and they had to collect this information over time. And it's not just him. It's been many people collecting this info. They're bringing the mainstream media down. The mainstream media are hiding all the stuff that's going on anyway. We all know this. We know how mainstream media work. Then you get people getting triggered about Netflix. So what? I watch Netflix. I know what's going on with Netflix, but I can see through the bullshit, because I can see the symbology. I can see the subliminal messages, and I just reverse it the other way around. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, someone else was talking about that the other day. I've mentioned it, the new series. The star, the pentacle, is reversed upside down. Everything they've done is reversed the other way. They are not for a creator. It was all about Lilith. Lilith at the end. It was Sabrina's mum. Lilith, Lilith's the mother of all demons and all this. No, she wasn't. She was suppressed by man. This is why I say women's energy is rising. The women are rising, not feminazis, the ones that think they're doing something and they're turning themselves into men and they're hating on men. It's not about that. I've said before, it is about this. So don't anyone come in my chat talking bullshit, because I won't put up with it. The sun and the moon, the female and the male, it's always been up there. This was suppressed, coming back round, because it's all in astrology. It's all there right in front of your face, coming back up to rise, to work together. And that's how it'll work in harmony, because this side needs a bit of nurturing, this side needs a bit of that. That's what it's all about. Yeah, the feminazis, they just get on my nerves. You know, these ones that are all working for Soros this side, because that's the agenda they were pushing. Sorry if anyone is one, but when you're pushing all that and, oh, I'm going to shave my hair off now and be a man, it's like, and I'm hating on men. Don't hate on men. Men are like, where do you think you came from? Where were you birthed from? Lilith isn't she can be mad. I can have a Lilith side of me. I'm mad that we've been suppressed. I'm mad that people in 3D, especially a lot of men, because that's a lot of crap I get off is off men, especially in certain communities, because they think women are all airy-fairy and they've got nothing to say. We've got a lot to say. We had a lot to say. The women were of Earth, were doing the naturey things when men were off fighting in whatever realms they were doing. That's why they did the witch burnings and stuff like that. It's the feminine divine. They knew the earthly ways. Could call it paganism. Some people don't like that because they see sacrifices. Yeah, but the real one, not the one that got the evil got in, because they got, I've said this before, they got in everything good, they got in everywhere. So when people are saying it's not very spiritual to be getting a bit, well, like I said, just because you're spiritual doesn't mean you're a doormat. You have to stand up for yourself as well. You have your ego, you have your higher self, and you have it in between when you're sort of like, I'm just going to take the in-between thing. Sometimes you need this side, sometimes you need this side more. Sometimes you need your higher self, but you can't always be in your higher self, because we actually do have this. So we actually are in 3D, and this is where I see the physical and the spiritual coming together, because we were split. Technology and spirituality was connected, and that's on the Q map as well, with the whole thing with you know, this is my perception on things, folks, so don't, you know, whatever, I'm not saying it's true, I'm just saying, with Atlantis, with Aboria, with Mu, with Lemuria, it was technology and spirituality were in the same thing. I do believe Atlantis had all this technology. We've always had it. We fell from it because we got too greedy. Technology can't overtake spirituality. It's all about balance. Everything is about balance. And I was saying to someone the other day, because I'm a Pisces, I can go with the flow. I can drop things. I can drop beliefs right now. I can go into something else. If you're rigid and you're so into religion and you're so rigid for something that you could never move, and you could never think, well, what if, or actually, I don't need this, unload my baggage, which I've said before, unload anything that is not doing you any good. If that's a religion, a belief, something that you may have done you good years ago, but it's doing nothing for you, release it. It's about letting go. It's about balance. Have you watched, what is it? Tapa's just put a link in, but I don't know what it is. Everyone in chat, take a look. EU. Oh yeah, I've seen. Yeah, everyone check that out, because it's the EU taking over. They want to take over our army and security. That's been the thing from day dot. They've always wanted an EU army with us. I don't think it's going to happen, because I think something's going to happen, or something will happen with the people or the army, or something's going to get dropped. I'm just sitting in the eye of the storm. I mean, I'm just watching what's going on. Take a deep breath. It's just when I get on one, I'm just like, oh my God. Yeah, they are a dynamic duo, and Trump does want well for his country, and he wants it for everywhere else. That's why when people take time out to go and look what's going on around the realm, around the world, every country's been to, straight after, they're all kicking off, Hong Kong and all that, they're all going up against the government and everything, because they want to make America great again. They want every country to make their country for places. People think if we're out of the EU, we're not going to be able to. But yeah, if anyone's not seeing that link, please check the link out that Tapa's put in, because it is to do with apparently them saying it doesn't matter either way it goes. They want our army and security to be part of the EU. Why, if we were out, why the hell would we want that? We don't want that, because that's what they've always wanted that's what they've always wanted. So just saying, if you haven't seen it, check it out. But I'm just sitting in the eye of the storm like, could be the thing that breaks the camel's back. Do you know what I mean? There's lots going on. But yeah, but I just think that is what they took from us. It's like I said, technology is not a bad thing. People think technology is bad. It's not bad. It does a lot of good, but it's got to be in balance. With spirituality, is spirit. You're not going to spirituality. You've always been spiritual, part of the spirit realms. We go to bed, we dream as part of the spirit realm. They come in. We've seen orbs on my live chat, and if you haven't, please go and check Tapper 77's channel, and you'll see where we slowed it down, and we've got orbs on the channel. Since we were talking about that, loads of other people have been getting orbs on the channel. When I come on this week, I'll ask them to come in, and we'll see if they come in again, because you seem to see them better in the dark. But it's part of that realm that people fear, because we've not been taught about it. I think they come in because of the frequencies, and the higher you want a frequency, and other negative frequencies are being brought down, that maybe there was something there that they were pumping out into the atmosphere. I don't know, something that was not letting this come in, something that was always been there. We were in harmony with the earth and the spiritual realms. That makes me think about Egypt and the pyramids and what they were doing there, you know, all that sort of good stuff that people tend to look at. But it will be fearful for some, because it's not what we were taught at school, because we're not taught this at school for a reason. You're told to fear it. You're told to not look. You're told it's from the devil. Well, there are bad entities. It's like on here, there is, just because I never noticed this for ages. Above the triangle of Pindar, which is Council of 13, the Committee of 300, the Round Table, the think tanks, finance and resources. Above that and off the side of that is the Cabal, the Satarian, I didn't even see that, the Satarian something, I can't even read it, Brotherhood, and the something else. It says, just in between the Illuminati card game in 1982, fourth dimensional negative entities. I'm not saying this is true, I sort of think of us in 3D, then the fourth dimensional, and then the fifth. We're trying to rise above the fourth, because the fourth of us just being the fifth. Just saying, the third, the fourth, the fifth, So that's just how I see it. Your positive energy gets shared through your live streams, Dolly. Thank you for that. Thank you, Effie, because I believe, I was saying to someone this morning, it doesn't matter what I'm talking about sometimes. People might think it's not doing anything because it's going, but it is, it's going out to people. And if you resonate with it sometimes, maybe not what I'm talking about, just the energy of it, all this connecting again, it is going out and it helps in other areas. Some people don't believe in that. Yeah, people coming in talking about Trump when they know that, you know, I support Trump. I'm not afraid of saying it at the end of the day. Let's make the earth great again, folks, where we go one week wall. And I should be seeing you soon. What is it today? Sometime this week. Hopefully with a drawing. I know I've got to do it on aim. Like I say, I am going to be designing some jewellery with gemstones in and energy on yourself, and obviously it's got my energy on it because I'm not doing anything until I've got stock together. So, and like I said, I don't tend to get colours in if I haven't got them. If someone asks, because I think JP asks, it's just what I've got in, and it tends to be what I like. I know that sounds a bit like, and then if you like it, like it. If you don't, you don't. I will be doing some more. I'll be able to do it. I'm sure I'll be able to do it. Thank you. And I'm just getting over my cold. I'm still a bit snuffly, but I've done it naturally. I've not took nothing for it. I'm just getting over it. I'm loving my coat. I just think it's lovely and snuggly. And just keep pumping out good positive vibes. Like I said, if you're feeling crap one day, go and rest. Watch something funny. Watch something that brings you positive energy. Go and draw. Go and paint. You know, get out of that rut. You can be in a rut, but just make sure you don't dwell in it for too long. You've got your rucksack on, remember? You're releasing your crap and you're putting new energies in. There could be new beliefs, new systems. It doesn't matter. We're always growing. In a year's time, you might drop that one as well. It's about flowing. Be like water. Flow. Go with the flow. Some people are so in fear. I'll just say this before I go. Some people are so in fear. You're a breath of fresh air, no females like you are having it. Oh, thank you, JL. I'm coming to New York in a few weeks. Coming to America. Woo! I need to be on a TV show. We're going to pump it out in a few weeks. So I don't know what people are like in New York. I'm a bit like, oh, I'm going to have to pump that out. I just want to say, a lot of people are in fear that because they've been in a belief system or something, they don't want to let go. So they don't want to look to their friends. It's a bit ego. That they don't want to look wrong or come out of this thing because they've held on to it for so long. It doesn't matter. Be the true you. Be your authentic self. I'm being my authentic self now. My mother, we don't really always talk about my mother. My mother's lovely, but I've always been like, what will my mum think? Most of them, anyone like, oh, she's always like, what would she do? So I'm like, right. So I'd like a nose piercing on this freckle here. A tiny, tiny little twinkly one. I thought, I'm going to get one. Hopefully before Christmas. I need some more ear piercings. I wanted one in there. I used to have one up there, but where it was a bit, and it came out. And I'm thinking, yeah, all them things I wanted to do, I'm doing it. It's how I see myself, not the self that I was trying to be years ago to fit in with society. Because I don't want to do what I've been told by society to do. I want to do me as how I see me. The true me, like, I know I keep going on about the greys that you can't really see, but I just keep looking at pictures of women with gorgeous grey hair. I'm just like, leave it. It'll look good when it eventually starts coming through, but leave it. I want to be my true, authentic self. And as I said, I do see hair dyes. Hair dye, it's killing your hair, your little antennae. So, yeah. So, you know, I'm just saying. They are a little mean. What, they're a little mean in New York? Well, I've heard. I'll have to blast some energies while I'm out there. I'm waiting for a tuning fork to come. I have got Tibetan bells, but I'm waiting for a tuning. Maybe I'll just have the tune fork in New York, ping. I'll be like, ping in this 32, because you know, in Hollywood they don't pump it out in the original hertz. No, they want to affect us. But yeah, I'm just saying, don't be scared to drop things, or because you're friends, you may have friends that believe in something and you don't want to look like you're not part of the gang anymore. So what? You know, like I said, there's a lot of people dropping friends. It might just be for a time. It's not because you don't like these people. It's just the energy at the minute they're holding is just not doing you any good. You know, if you can't be around certain people, why be around them? This is what I said about Trump, for example, again. Yeah, he was around elites. Yeah, because he was in them circles, because he had money, so what? He worked hard for it. Doesn't mean you hang around with these people after. Well, he was seen on photographs. No shit, Sherlock. Well, like I said before, I could go to a party where my sister's friends go, just like when I go to New York. They're not on the same wavelength as me. But I don't not like these people. They're just not aware of stuff, but I'll hang around with them. But it doesn't mean that this, I don't mean them, but and there could be a couple of friends there that have friends that I'm not really into. I'm civil with these people, but they're not the sort of people that I would hang around with outside that situation. But if there was a picture taken, I'd be like, yeah, I'm being civil. They're all right. They're not nasty people. I'm just not vibing with them. I'm not into what they're into. They're a bit maybe lower in energy, but we're being civil. You know, it's not like you have to be all, it's like, I don't hang around with these people outside. It's just I'm being civil because they're friends with my friends and my friends like them. But you have a picture taken. It's the same thing as Trump. So what? He was around these people, and yeah, Trump's not racist. No, he's not racist. He looks black. He dated a black woman. He's got loads of black friends. He always has in the past. There is loads of black Trump supporters, Hispanics, everything. But the mainstream media don't report on that, do they? No, because they're always saying, is this, is that. He's racist for what? Telling the 4 Congresswomen to leave if they don't like America. That's not racist. That's like saying if you don't like the UK and you keep moaning about it, do one. How's that racist? Don't matter what colour skin you are. If you don't like where you are and you keep whinging, Candice Owens is amazeballs. She's amazing. We've got Derek. We've got loads of black people out there who are brilliant. We've got Terence, who's hilarious. I can't remember his second name, but Terence, the guy who does all the funny stuff, he's hilarious. And we're all coming together. You know, they're trying to make out that do you know what I mean? I've never been into politics. Like I said, when Obama came out, I thought, yeah, good, yeah, black president, brilliant. Found out now, it's like, oh, he wasn't that good, was he, when you actually look into what he's been doing? People, he's never been racist. He dated a black woman for about 2 to 3 years, but that's what they say, because that's what mainstream. But that's what they say, because that's what mainstream media do. They want the sleeping out there to believe what they're saying. But when you actually go and research yourself, just like she says, research everything, 17 in the house, research everything and question everything and research yourself, you begin to realise, mainstream isn't making that much sense, is it? No, it's not making that much sense. So I'm getting a bit snotty again. So I'm going to go. Thank you all for coming. Yeah, Candice is brilliant. And I just want to big up Melania. Go. Thank you all for coming. Yeah, Candice is brilliant. And I just want to big up Melania. I want to big up Melania, beautiful woman, doing the Be Best with children. The Be Best is the 2, what is it? Is it the E and the E? A, B, C, D, E and the E in Be Best. I saw this on American Prophet, I think, channel, really brilliant. I think it was that, or Jenny Hatch. It's the 5th number. E is 5 in the alphabet. 5 people. 5. So yeah, Jack's in the background, he's tweeting. We'll big up the Melania and also Donald Trump's daughter. I can never get a name right because I always call her Ivanka Ivana. When she had the skirt on, and I got a thumbs up from her when I commented, because no one else commented, she had yellow roses on a skirt, and I was like, yay, yellow roses, wink wink. Kennedy, when he got assassinated in Dallas, was supposed to be getting yellow roses that day, but he got red. Why? Sacrificial. That's why she had yellow roses on, hinting at the old Kennedy family there. Just want to say that. So 17 and 11 has gone to 18. We know who 18 is. So Thank you, Dolly, for the high vibration once again. Thank you. I just thought I'd come and show my face because I've not been on for a bit. Yeah, she's taken over from where Di left on, and that's what I think, when she was wearing the Princess Diana sort of really look-alike clothes when they came over to the UK, because they know what happened there. She's a good woman as well, but they like to put her down, saying she's stupid, yet she talks 5 languages. So all the people who can't be bothered researching and sit watching lamestream media, I mean, you can watch it, but really realise what they're saying. Yeah, where we go one week, Wall, and I shall see you very soon. Keep those positive vibes up. If you're around anyone that's negative, even if it's just for a bit, you have to step away. Go and watch something good. I'm still watching Uhtred, the Viking thing. But yeah, just do something that brings up your vibration. And be around new people that bring up your vibration as well. So I shall see you very soon. Have a good week, and yeah, so I shall see you